بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
إن الدين عند الله الإسلام.
That brings us to another subject when we talk about dawah on the internet. A lot of stuff is offered as information on the internet. Just a few minutes before coming here, I noticed that somebody had sent out one again that had the same old websites on there attacking Islam. Brothers, you gotta say this. These people are bad. They all look at blah blah blah.com. Oh, yeah, so bad. And send it out to all your friends. And I looked in the send to line. It included a lot of people that I know. They put scholars on there, different people, presenters of Islam and so on, and they're sending this out. Now, maybe it's a sincere brother. And it was a copy of a copy of a copy. You could tell that by the way it has those blue lines on the left side of the page. And I was thinking, we have articles on our website, our newsroom website, talking about not doing that and why. What's the damage? Can you imagine? Here's the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man kana yu'minu billahi wal yawmil akhir yakhluq khayr aw yasmut." Let the one who believes in Allah in the last day either say good or remain silent. Okay? Now what does that mean? Say good or remain silent. It was not such a thing at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, or even in the first few decades afterwards, that anybody would come up to you and start right away bad-mouthing. Oh, this bad thing happened and another bad thing happened. Oh, did you hear about the tsunami at Hama? Oh, did you hear all these people got killed? Oh, did you hear this? And it's horrible. It's depressing. And some people, they live off of that. They start telling this stuff from the time you sit with, oh, did you hear about so-and-so? And oh, it was so bad. And oh, and this thing over there. And they put that guy, that new president in the United Snakes, and they got all these different things. They're going, I'm depressed. You got anything to take for depression? Well, yeah, I guess you are depressed. All you do is talk about depressing things. And you're spreading that. And it's against the Sunnah, against what Islam is teaching you. And now you send out, not only do you say something bad, these websites are spreading kufr. This is kufr. The difference between shirk and kufr, do you know it? Shirk is to associate partners with Allah, which is the worst, and Allah never forgive it. Kufr is to know the truth and cover it up. And these people designing these websites, clearly they know. One of the first ones to go on the internet to really attack Islam big time was made famous and still famous today because of the Muslims. This one I will tell you if you'll promise me not to go to it. Yes, because on this website it said, if anybody can show me where I'm wrong, I will take down this website immediately and award them $10,000. Now, your first clue on that one was the $10,000. Who in the world is going to just offer to give away $10,000 to people he doesn't even know? Come on. Are you really that naive? And the answer is yes. And I'll show him, I'll do it, I'll do it for Allah. And the 10 grand, of course. So immediately, remember what we said about sincerity, there you are. So we start immediately flooding it. Oh, I'm going to tell my friends too, guys, cash in on this thing. You know, there's 10 grand here. We can put this guy down. We'll tell him this and say that and do this and that and ha-ha. Immediately he was on page 1 on Google. Page 1. There's only 10 on page 1 in Google's search engine. He was on page 1. You type in Islam, you got this website that I promised I'm going to tell you the name of. Why? Because everybody's clicking it, clicking it, clicking it, clicking it. Even somebody put up a website to answer this one. In fact, they called it Answering Christianity. And it was really bad. Because now people said, well, let me go see that one. Because he's talking about that site in his. And they're talking about him. But they didn't put any links. They're just saying the guy's name. And more people are going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And it was amazing how this stayed there until this day. It is still in the ranking on either page 1 or page 2. You type in Islam and you get something against it. Does that make sense? Out of 20, 30, 40, then 50, 60, now 100 million web pages with the word Islam. The attack is coming first. And in fact, we've done it so much that most of the websites that are on there that come up are either deviant Muslim groups, weirdos, or attacking Islam. The first one to come up is Wikipedia. And Wikipedia has been the hardest to deal with. Since they opened it, I was the first one to really go in and do the etymology of the word on Wikipedia. And immediately they took it down and put up something else. And I put it back and they took it down. Then I put the Arabic and the explanation and showed where it came from. Well, then they added to it, well, what about the Shiites? And they have a whole thing about Shiites on there now. Well, where did that come from? I never said anything about groups. Now I come back and try to fix this up, and then they did it again. Then they added Sufis in there. And then I'm going, we're trying to talk about Islam. Why you get into this stuff? And then according to the Muslims, Muhammad was probably born around more or less. And this is the way they wanted to weasel around each thing. And we kept going back and forth and back. And finally they locked it so that the Muslims couldn't do anything to it anymore. And I doubt seriously if you did anything to it, it would stay up more than an hour or 2 hours. It would be right back where it was. But now it's more general because they know they're going to keep getting attacked by everybody, so they kind of leave it vanilla. You know what I'm saying? But why is that coming up number 1? Because Wikipedia became number 1 because we're all clicking this. You have to be very careful. And when you don't know what you're doing, then the good thing to do is do nothing. When you don't know what you're doing, do nothing. There's nothing out here in Islam that you're going to get reward for jumping up and being stupid. Don't do it. I promised to tell you the name of the website, and of course I will do that, keep my promise. This website is www.com. You didn't really think I was going to tell you, did you?